Okay, people. So we are in here with, what I'm saying, one of Savannah's big names, one of the people who I've talked about recently. I know he had something to say about me. So I'm very excited to get into this conversation, man. We're here with
Right,
with S8K Gudda.
right. Yo, what it is? What
How
the
you
deal
doing,
is?
man?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I've been excited to have a catch up with you. You know what I'm saying? I was a little bit nervous. I was hoping I wasn't in too much trouble with all of you guys over in Savannah. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. I actually did my research on you, and I actually been looking at you before I even seen that documentary. I
Mm.
already been seeing some of your videos and stuff like that, and I did my research. I seen, the backlashes that you got from some things, but I look at it as like, you doing the job, you got a job and you got a family to feed, so it's like, it's all for entertainment, you know, so it's
Hey,
like,
I appreciate that, man.
oh, huh?
I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know some people don't really rock with what I do, but
Right. I don't, a lot of stuff I didn't agree with though, because we got stuff, because we been accused of stuff down here too. So it's like, for you to come make a video like that of us, it's like damn, it's like, because we already going through the same thing in our city
mm,
about being accused of stuff. So when you made that, it's like that make us even look even more worse. You feel me? So it's like, but I had to sit down and think about it and be like, nah, I can't really be mad because this just a blogger. He just doing his job, what bloggers do. So and some stuff you can go look up yourself. So it's like, I look at it as like, you doing your job, man. You know.
hey, I appreciate that, man. Well, listen, look, we're gonna get to all of that stuff, but I want to go all the way back to the beginning, man. I feel like this is gonna be a good opportunity for you to kind of get yourself and get your face known to maybe some new people that didn't quite tune in with the Savannah stuff that I've done. I've got a lot of fans from
Right, right,
Chicago and LA. So, what I'm saying,
right.
just let the people know who you are, where you're coming from, and what I'm saying, what do people need to know about S8K Gutter, man?
I come from Savannah. I was born and raised in Savannah, Georgia. I make music, things like that, and it's like, I first started making music probably like, I could say probably like 2016. When I really been incarcerated. When I was incarcerated, I was fighting a murder charge or whatever, and that's really when I picked up on rapping because
Mm.
I ain't had nothing else to do but read books and write raps and stuff like that. So that's why I really picked up onto that, and started taking it serious.
That's good, man. Because I feel like one of the things that I try and cover in videos, and not everyone always picks up on this, is like I talk about a lot of murders and a lot of dangerous situations, but also I'm heavily focused on the music side of things, and I think
Right, right,
it's super positive when you sort of drill into an artist's story, and they've been through some of those situations, like you said, you were fighting cases, but you kind of moved away from that. You've kind of, what I'm saying, I don't know
right,
the exact situation with your cases, but I'm assuming that you're out here, you're free, and you're focused on the
right,
music and the positive side. So I feel like that's always
right.
important to kind of shine a line on that side of things. You know what I'm saying? Where you're doing the music rather than all the street stuff.
Right. I agree. But I went to trial for it or whatever. So it's like that's out the way. So,
Mm.
but that was a blessing. And but now I just recently got signed to Bag First Management. You know, on my chain. Shout out to Toto. She got me right. She came and got me, and she believed in me too. So that was a blessing on my behalf. As far as with the music, I just got recently signed to her. So, and I got an EP called Lost Files supposed to be dropping sometime. I've been posted to drop it like a couple days ago, but the art cover wasn't right, so we had to hold off on it.
Got you. Well, I appreciate Bag First for tapping us in, man, and making this conversation happen. I think this is a really great conversation. It's going to be a really great step for you to kind of push yourself. So, I definitely want to know a little bit more about maybe some of the situations that you've been in. But if we go all the way back to the start, man, what was it like growing up in Savannah? So I'm guessing, was you born in Savannah, or is that where you grew up?
Yeah, I was born and raised up on the west side, on the west side of Savannah.
So
Yeah, I was
like,
born and raised there.
what's life like as a kid in Savannah, man? When you're a little kid running around, what I'm saying, running around those streets of Savannah. What's day to day life as a kid in Savannah? Because not a lot of people know what really is going on in your city. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to shine a light on it. But what's it like growing up?
Right. What's it like growing up? It's like I mean, it's like every other city. It got the same thing going on. You got real niggas. You got fuck niggas. You know, my bad for cussing or whatever, but
It's all good.
you got we got a lot of the same stuff that's going on. So it's like it was kind of tough growing up as a kid. Where I'm from. And how I grew up in the poverty that I was in, because I seen my oldest brothers and my family kind of, pick up well they had some of the same traits I had now. So it's like, and I seen that, so, and I be trying to make a change, and try to make better, and try to use the music as an outlet to try to, to get further, so.
Mm. So you mentioned the music and obviously growing up in Savannah. From my research, maybe not a lot of people know, but obviously, one of the biggest artists that come out of Savannah was Camouflage, who
Right.
had a big history and a legacy. But when you were a kid growing up, what kind of rap music were people listening to as you were coming up? Was it Camouflage? Was it rappers from Atlanta? Like, who were people bumping when you were a kid in Savannah?
I camouflage. So he most definitely had a stain on my
Mm,
city. And like around the time when he was out and living, he still do to this day. Like he still, some of his songs still hit. Like he just dropped them a couple weeks ago. So it's like,
mm.
he one of the ones that really solidified Savannah. That I feel like hold it down for Savannah. If you really talking about putting Savannah on the map.
It seems like, obviously there's a few other artists we're going to talk about in a minute, but
And
you know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
it's another artist named Booger too. You
Mm,
know, he had a little run too, Booger. You know what I'm saying? He was with Hella Flow back in the day and stuff like that. So I feel like he had a nice little run. Him and
mm.
Camouflage was definitely been that.
Well, that's the thing. When I was researching Savannah, like rap history, Camouflage kept coming up, and it really felt like, that there haven't been too many people that have really broken through from your city. You know what I mean? It almost feels like, I don't know whether it's like other cities just taking all the shine or trying to keep you guys down, but it's almost like, what I'm saying, until the last few years, it seemed like there was a kind of a gap where people weren't really shining a spotlight on your city. Like, do you think there's a reason for that, for people to not really show Savannah as much love as it deserves?
Uh, yeah. Because you got some faces that they may feel like that's put Savannah on and be the face of Savannah, but don't really be that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you know.
I get you. So, what would you say is it like? What is it that kind of makes Savannah different from other cities in America? Because it's like I definitely see a lot of similarities. And when I did my research, I cover kind of drill music and gangster rap in like a lot of different cities, whether it's Chicago, Savannah. Clearly like Savannah streets still get pretty wild. But like, what would you say like makes Savannah different from other cities?
Uh, let me see. I would say our lingo, the way we talk, the way we speak, and our demeanor too. Like, we could go out of town and people already know it's like, oh, you from the South, or you from Savannah. Sometimes when we talk, they be thinking I be from New Orleans or stuff like that. So it's like I feel like New Orleans is like a similarity city like ours. And if you ever been, I ain't never been to New Orleans, but we got a little spot called River Street, and it's like it puts you in the mindset of New Orleans. A lot of people say so. I feel like what separates us is our lingo and the way we talk and our demeanor and things like that. And
Yeah, it's
huh?
no, you go.
Now
What are you
you could
about to
go.
say? I was just gonna say, like, it seems like I hear that a lot of similarities, and especially when it comes to the music, like a lot of Louisiana artists, I feel like definitely have had an influence on kind of the music that's coming out of Savannah. But like, it's interesting how it's kind of like it's almost like Savannah is more influenced by Louisiana than Atlanta, even though Atlanta's in the same state and a lot closer. But like, there's something about Savannah that's kind of got that more like southern, that kind of cash money type feel to its music over the last few decades. That's the feeling I get.
That's like I don't know what to call it though, but it's like our own. We got our, like, how like New Orleans got, like, they got they bop, how they dance.
Mm,
Got our own little sound too. You know,
mm.
that's a good thing too.
So, what I want to ask you, man, is like, how has Savannah changed over the years, man? Like from when you were a kid growing up, coming up in, whatever situations you were dealing with, how has it changed? Because I feel like from the research that I did, It seems like Savannah maybe kind of went through a period where it got maybe a little more dangerous and a little bit more wild. But what's your perspective on that growing up there?
Yeah. I agree with that. It did some stuff, but it'd be like growing up as a kid. It'd be like growing up as a kid. It been different growing up as a kid and now, because back then I was playing. I used to play basketball. I used to play for Jenkins. I was the truth with the Rock. You know what I'm saying? I used to handle my,
Mm,
do my thing or whatever. But it's like growing up over the years, it'd be like, you encounter situations, that
mm.
make you look at things different. So it change you. So it's like, you know,
So was there a time in your life when you were thinking really maybe the future would have been playing basketball professionally or something like that? Like was that a vision you maybe had as a kid?
yeah, most definitely. Every hood person gotta either you gonna rap or you gonna play ball. One of the two. So it's like that's all like we knew was hooping and music and stuff like that. So it's like I did have a dream of that.
When you was growing up, like you say, like wanting to play basketball or get into music, like were there like role models and like people you looked up to? I mean, obviously we mentioned Camouflage already, but like even just as far as like successful people that you saw, either in your area or just like on TV that you looked up to, and you're like, I'm trying to be like them.
I say if it's somebody who looking up to, I have to say my family. Like I got family who played basketball. They weren't like no famous names, but they was known for you know what I'm saying, handling their business with the rock in their hand. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
They go out, they go 30, 25, my brothers, my cousins, and them like that. So them the folks. So I really look up to and I admire. You know.
It seems to be something I hear from a lot of people. Like when they're younger, they have those aspirations, especially when it comes to sports. And unfortunately, they end up getting sucked into kind of a lot of the negative situations. The streets, and obviously, you said yourself, you were dealing with a case. Like, did you feel like there was a moment in your past? I'm not asking any police questions, but like when you're growing up, where there's almost like that pressure to kind of get into the streets rather than chase the sports or the dream or whatever it is that you want to be. Like, where's
Uh,
that moment? Like,
like Now it'd be like on some situation, it'd be like some people go jump in the streets because that's something that they want to do. Some people be born into this life. Some people don't have no choice but to embrace what they encounter on the daily activities when they live in their life inside the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? But some people have a choice to, like, when people say they jumped out the porch, I look at it as like I feel like I was born in this, you feel me? So it wasn't no
mm,
jump the porch with me, you feel me? My mom and my daddy, uncles, aunties, all that, you know what I'm saying? Been thugging, you know what I'm saying? I hate to
mm.
say it, but they've been in the streets too. So it's like, I could say I picked up some of their habits.
I hear that from a lot of people, man, where it's kind of like, I think on the one hand, sometimes you got people where it's like their parents maybe like warned them, tried to keep them out of the streets. But then on the other hand, they got situations where their parents have maybe been involved in the streets, and it's almost like it's almost handed down to them. You know what I'm saying? You don't even think, you don't even question it. It's just that sort of shit's going on around you. It's normal.
Now, don't get me wrong. My mom and my daddy, they ain't never could dodge me just going in the streets and just, cause like my mom ain't really in the streets. When I say from the streets, it's just like she from a hood. Like if she from poverty and struggle, you know what I'm saying? It don't necessarily gotta mean like, oh, she was in the streets selling kilos or she was in the streets doing wrong or nothing like that. It's just like she from poverty. Well, it's my daddy, he from poverty too. So it's like, you know,
So obviously, one of the difficult situations from being from that background is, it seems like when you grow up, you end up witnessing a lot of death and a lot of a lot of violence, kind of, whether you like it or not. That's the kind of shit that's going on around you. Like, can you tell
like
me about what it's like being a young guy, sort of growing up in these areas and being around, I imagine there's guns and all sorts of shit just that you're witnessing as a kid.
Yeah, like I'm gonna take you back to when like probably that was 2014. My nephew shot and killed my little brother. You know what I'm saying? My little brother been 11. You know, my little brother,
Damn.
my nephew been 12. My nephew 21 now, no 22. My little brother he would have been 21 November 21st. So it's like I say that to say this, like it's like it's like I don't know. It's like I don't know that when it comes to stuff like that, I don't really like speaking on it because it's like, because like my nephew he been young, and my brother he been young too. You know, so it's like, and I still be around my nephew. I love my nephew today. I never cause no harm against him. You know what I'm saying? And nothing. I never let nobody else cause no harm against him because I know he been young at that time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, but I know he
Man,
learned from it. You know, and grew from it.
man, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. That's a messed up story, and like I can't imagine what that was like for you going through that and just being around those sorts of situations when you were younger. You know, that must have had a big impact on you and the way you saw the world and shit like that. You know.
Right. Even to down to my cousin and my sister, they got a baby together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so it's like, you know, so it's like it be some trauma situations that go on that occur that you never expect you know, that occur, you know. But
Yeah, man.
that just go to tap in. It's like being from the hood, being from poverty. That's what you around, you know.
Yeah, and it seems like when you're in those situations, obviously the other thing that kind of comes from it is, you know what I'm saying, dealing with issues with the police. You know what I'm saying? Whether, you know, police, I don't know how it is in Savannah, but, you know, it seems like everywhere in America, especially, you know, if you're a young black man, the police are going to be on your case. So what was your experience of the police in Savannah like growing up?
I ain't gonna lie, they be on my bumper, they be on my trail. They hey Trap, they'll like me, Trap. I don't
What is it,
know.
man? Apart from you know, saying the obvious reasons, but like, what is it that you
You,
feel like
you really
Savannah
about
police?
you really about to make them be on me, not Trap.
Now we're not. I'm not asking any of those kind of questions. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of those interviews.
I'm just talking shit, though. I'm just talking shit.
But like, you know, what's it like for you when you're growing up? Like, are your parents having a conversation with you of like, look, because the, you know what I'm saying, the police, they shoot people and ask questions later, especially if you're black in America, unfortunately. And so like, what's the conversation like with your parents of like, you know, if you see the police, like, what do you do? What's the situation when you're a kid?
uh, my mama, I don't know, cause I always have my mind on running.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and whatever conversation they give me, it's like they gonna go one out the other. Hate to say it though,
Mm,
but cause I know I'm a run. You feel me? Cause it's like the way they did Mr. D, you know,
mm.
and Mr. Ruffles, that made me just like when I heard about them situations, made me think in my head like, man, I'm running every time. If y'all come, I'm running, you know. So it's like but that'd be my mindset, you know. Hate to say it. So
So you said that the police in Savannah are on your case, man. Is that always been the case? Like, is that, you know, years you've obviously you mentioned you were fighting cases, but like, you know, have the police kind of been a difficult part of your life for a long time?
yeah, most def, because it hinder you from a lot though, from like being on probation and stuff like that. That hinder you from a lot, so where you can't travel, you can't do this, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? The police always messing with you. You feel me? So it's like it be it be hard sometimes, you know.
Mm.
But
What?
that I'm off papers though. I just got off papers earlier this year, you know.
Congratulations, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a good step forward. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hopefully that's the last time any of that shit that you be dealing
Yeah,
with.
yeah, yeah, most def. I done got signed the bag first management. It's up. I got some new music. I got some partners who about to be dropping new music. You know, we going up. You know.
So the, tell me about your crew. Like you say, you got partners that are going to be doing music now. From what I understand, so you're from a crew called the Section 8 Kids. So is that kind of like a few different rappers and different people that you be around, or like what's the, you know what I'm saying? What's your crew looking like as far as when it comes to the music?
I mean, it ain't really no crew or nothing like that. You know, it ain't. It's more so like a family.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a gang either. You know, we just make music. You know, we have fans too. You know, so it's like. You know, so but people are trying to make it what it ain't, what you know. But I feel like it just it's a family, a lot
Mm.
familiar.
I got you. I got you. So obviously, what seems to happen? It seems to happen in kind of every city that has a big music scene going on. Is that kind of like a few different groups of people that are doing music? Kind of, you know what I'm saying? There's always a rivalry in music, whether it's kind of Biggie and Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's you know what I'm saying, Dirk and Youngboy. There's always a rivalry, and obviously a big part of what's going on in your city is obviously there's another very big artist who's kind of been in a lot of controversy over the years. and there's been a few little back and forths with kind of you and your guys. So like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
I won't say it ain't that. It ain't muscle like it ain't no like no rivalries and nothing like that. They be hating you know you see me?
Is that what it is, man? Is it?
Hey, try. I really been. It's crazy that you said something about that because you made it seem like we be hating. You know, we got our own motion. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Well,
the one.
actually, that's the thing I want to ask you, because it's almost like,
I jump out gameplay. You
huh?
know, cause that boy is a rat, man.
Yeah,
You feel me?
Hey, listen, I'm
Hey,
gonna ask
try.
about that too. That I said,
Hey,
okay,
try.
so let's just get into it.
Hey, try. Listen, I apologize though, but this is
what's
my
up, Trap?
this is my
Hey, what's good?
man.
Man.
He can
What's good,
vouch for
man?
this.
Good to meet you, man. So what's going on, man? You about to spill the tea on Black, man?
Yeah, man. Black is rat, man. I seen that shit. My partner, he had called me and told me that you was doing some work with him, so that you was about to have an interview with him. So I'm over here just, tuning in. But jump out Black, yeah, man. But like, dude, the rat, like, they don't even fuck with him no
They
more.
don't
Like,
fuck with Holmes, man.
this chain he be wearing, they want that back. Like, they want that back. Like, real shit.
Hey, you know
Like
what's you know what's
like,
funny, man? You know what's funny? I ain't gonna talk too crazy, but after I did the interview, before when I told people I was doing the interview, a lot of people popped up in the DMs from all different sides of the city talking about, you know what I'm saying, this and that. And then there was I tried to kind of talk to him about this stuff, and I also was talking to him about the 6ix9ine situation. He was not trying to talk about any of that shit, man. So you know what I'm saying? It may, I don't know.
one of them. He is a 6ix9ine. He is one of them. A rat.
Hey, so listen, I don't know. I need to go and do my homework on that situation and find out what happened.
Yeah,
But is that what the story is in the city then?
And when we have our sit down, we gonna really get in depth about a lot of stuff. You know,
Hey, you
we
need
gonna
to send the paperwork to 1090 Jake, man, because you know how he likes to do people
yeah,
with the
right.
allegations. But
1090 definitely will have his hands on that. They
Yeah.
wouldn't give a fuck though, cause they already know. Like his partners, they already know what's going on. They don't fuck with him, so it's like if 1090 Jake get hold of it, it's
You
not
know,
like he getting exposed to his homeboys, cause they already know. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody already know he a rat.
right.
So that's why he trying to go further on and do little shit. Like I feel like this. Once you rat, you feel me? Once you do some fuck shit, some snitching shit. This street shit over with. You can do all that tough gangster shit that you want to do. This street shit over with after you tell on the nigga. You feel me? You might want to go to church.
Facts. I really want to see what he can talk about because he on the flow. They flat right now for Trap. We the ones, Trap.
You know what's funny? I feel like one of these things that always happens is, like you say, when you got different rappers in a city that are kind of they're competing to be the best person in the city, and it's kind of like sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it takes like, you know what I'm saying, somebody's up and somebody's down. It's like somebody's big for a minute and then they end up in a situation. You know, right now, look, you know, Quando's got a big legal situation. He's probably not that focused on music. And unfortunately, that's when like other artists from the city can come up. But let me ask you this. This is the important question I want to ask you, because it's like, there was another rapper that come out of your city that was kind of making a lot of noise, and he unfortunately ended up losing his life. I'm talking about Huncho Reese. And there was always... I don't know exactly what happened in that situation, but what I heard from a lot of people when it comes to Savannah music is that like there was people really didn't want him to have success in music. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, let me speak on that situation. Like I say that about this. Like
he could tell. I ain't gonna lie.
Like Huncho Reese. Like I came across Huncho Reese. Like a lot of his music after he got killed. Just being honest, you feel me? Like, but like as in like. Seeing how other folks fucked with him who did fuck with him on the music tip, they was rocking with him. You feel me? I could say that like little dude to go do shows and do all shit. Like folks really fucked with him, you know what I'm saying? And they said he was good dude as a person type shit. You feel me? Like as a person, folks fucked with him as a person too. So on the tip, like what I ain't gonna say like somebody was like he was I don't know, but I just know that he had like rappers and shit that was like really was trying to fuck with him for real. You feel me? Like Jada Youngin was blowed when he died. You feel me? Like niggas was like, damn man, you was my next. I think Jada Youngin said some shit like he was the next one he was gonna sign or some shit. Somebody posted him It was like, yeah, Hunter Reese, you was the next nigga I was gonna sign type shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. He had a lot of noise, but it unfortunately was one of those situations where it was like he ended up damn near losing his life, and kind of like, you know what I'm saying, that was a good few years before you guys were really starting to make big noise, and like, you know, it's kind of like there's definitely space for more rappers in the city.
We always been, we all like,
it's just always, we always been that niggas just say really been tuned in for real.
You could my little partner Mike Marlon Caution, they the ones who been like doing the music and had our neighborhood on fire with the music, like, you know, they were doing their thing. 2016, you feel me? Live from Struggle City, you know, out on all platforms right now. Like, you can look up that.
Marlon Caution, like, yeah, they was like, got down the Bootsy.
We always get to tell end of the stick, because it's like you got a lot of my bad for saying this, Trap. You got a lot of dick riding going on, Trap. You feel me? A lot of people want to be, you know, a part of what they ain't. You get what I'm saying, Trap? And they try to throw dirt on us, you know what I'm saying, and cover us up. But it's like you can't keep the real down for too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, my little partners make Marlon Caution, they supposed to got signed to Bootsy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, when we get the interview, your boy had went and hated on him. You know what I'm saying?
I heard about that situation, man. I heard about, you know, there was a few little sneak disses and such about that, saying that they kind of, you know, somebody tried to like slow down that deal happening and stuff.
Yeah, ain't nobody tried.
Ain't no try. They did.
They did. Like they caught. Like, I mean,
and Bootsy don't get no respect. We want to fuck with Bootsy.
Yeah, like, yeah, that wasn't no real G shit.
That wasn't what he did.
That was so crazy. Like, and when you ask him like who we grew up listening to, I'm a Flodge and Bootsy. Like, that was Bootsy was dropping Bootsy 1, Bootsy 2, Bootsy 3. Nigga been jamming the fuck out Boo. You feel me? Like, a nigga like that was like yeah, nigga fuck with.
That's
Boo.
That was our role model
type shit. Like, so when he did that, like that shit was like kind of personal.
We did that kind of.
So keep it real. So is what you're saying? Are you kind of confirming that basically, like, you know what I'm saying, let's just say the people that you guys don't rock with, they made the call and just put a stop to your shit, basically.
Facts, bro. Facts. Don't sign them. And you could, matter of fact, you could pull it up. I don't know. You could probably put it up right now.
She made a video, right, and on live. I mean, like, shit, I just signed in my new 2 artist section. They kids.
Mike Marlon Caution.
The boy went to his house and all. They
went to the house and all. Facts.
That's crazy, man. That's the thing. I think Boosie, there's been a couple of situations where I think Boosie is kind of like found some artists that he's rocking with, shown them some love, and then later on he's got to learn all the politics and backtracked. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the first person.
Like, our back was against the wall for a long time, Trap. You know, we had a lot of people turn against us, and like, you know, and like, it's like now when you look at it, like, look, Boosie did that he did that, but now look how Young Boy treating him. Look how he been back for Young Boy, and Young Boy done did some in the song. Now, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, so it's like, I look at everything like that. Like, when you do flaw shit gonna always catch up to you. You know what I'm saying? And in fact, even with the dude who made the call, it's like, well, he made the call, but now look at his situation. Like, you know, they flat. You feel me?
Like,
on the floor.
Even with that situation and that connection there, like, would you still say that you would like Young Boy's music, or are you just on some like don't rock with anyone that's involved with that whole situation? Like, would you?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a stake. Well, go ahead, bro.
I'm to keep it real. I don't too much bound. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to Young Boy.
I won't get in the car. This is me. This is real shit. Like, I won't get in the car and get on my phone and click in Young Boy. You know what I'm saying? Tap in Young Boy. But the little nigga so talented, I might be in the car with somebody that's jamming sounds and shit like that. And I might be like, that bitch wrote that shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I ain't gonna lie. He makes some good music.
Like, the nigga good. Like, you can't take it from a nigga. Like, real is real. Like, you can't take it from one of the niggas going crazy on some shit. Now, you got certain music, like, I get in the car, let somebody, folks know not even have dude on when I get in the car. Like, if you know me real and I'm getting in the car with you, you know not even be playing that. You feel me? On some shit like that. So, yeah,
and it ain't nothing personal. It's just,
like, it ain't even that the nigga got, because the nigga don't know Young Boy, so a nigga don't got nothing against him. Nigga don't even know dog. You feel me? So, like,
I feel you. Okay, so the next thing I want to ask you guys really is, like, obviously, you know, we're sort of talking about a certain person, But obviously, the reason that we kind of got in touch, and there was a, you know what I'm saying, a documentary that I dropped like a month or two ago, kind of about
Right.
Savannah scene, about kind of Quando and Tim and the situation that happened with King Von and them. Now I know that you saw some of that video, and you kind of, you know, you posted about it, and that was kind of going viral on Reddit. There were a few different places on Reddit that had posted that. But let me just ask you straight up, like, what did you think of that documentary as far as like me looking at what's going on in Savannah, man? Because I'm sure there was some stuff that was right, some stuff that was wrong. But what was your reaction to that?
I really ain't looked at it, Trap. I tell you no lie. Still to this day, I only got the pieces where you brought up me in it. You know what I'm saying? From people sending it to me though, but I don't look at it as like.
Yeah, I ain't even looked at it.
I look at it as like, oh, you kind of. It's kind of like you doing the job. You got a family to feed, so you trying to feed your family by any means. You feel me? If that's how you got to handle your business and get your money, then that's how you do it. You know. So
yeah, I went on it. I just pieced through it a little bit because when he mentioned it to me, I was trying to find it, but the shit so long I couldn't find it. You feel me?
It's hella long.
I was just going through it a little bit. I might read, see, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't the only one talk about that situation that happened. You know what I'm saying? So I done watched it. I done heard the shit. You know what I'm saying? Different pieces for how other folks felt about it. But I was just piecing through the shit, looking for the shit that you said with him, but I couldn't never find it. So that's how he first came across my radar type shit.
The part I like though, Trap. You know, you my man's not though. But when I first seen it, I was like, damn, he accusing me. He talking about I'm celebrating, shooting up. Shooting up. I'm like, damn, Trap. I got a whole family out here. You could be putting my family in danger and not even know it. You feel me? We already been accused of certain things. Like that's what I be saying. You know, so that's the only problem I had because we already been accused of things in Savannah that motherfuckers don't even have nothing to do with. You know, and that be a example of how it worked though, you feel me? So that's why I wasn't too much tripping about it on. It's like, you know, that's how it worked.
Yeah.
You know, so I look at it just like, you know, you doing your job. You got a job to do.
Yeah, like it's just like another thing. Like a nigga ain't really tripping too bad on it too at the same time. Like you going from what you just hear. Like you way in where you at?
I'm in London, man. I'm in the UK.
Yeah. You way in London, so it's like if you way in London trying to goddamn and you piecing up shit from piece to piece, it don't take nothing for a detective to be able to do the same shit. That shit you doing ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, even though you going by some shit that you may be hearing, you just telling them what you hearing from your little source or whoever, however you going across and catching up with some shit. You feel me? Like some shit might be super false, but that's just how it's being brought to you. So that's how you presenting it. You feel me?
Yeah, that's it. I'm not the police. Like I'm just looking at everything everybody else is saying and building it together so we can all follow along. But that's what I want to get to next, which is like, obviously, you know what I'm saying, the reason that your name came up was because, you know what I'm saying, you're a big part of that Savannah scene. Obviously, it wasn't a video about you, but you know what I'm saying, your name obviously has to come up when you're talking about the Savannah scene. So the next thing I wanna ask you about, man, which is a funny one. Do you be following there's a new like Reddit? Do you be on Reddit like seeing what people say about Savannah? Because that's where I saw you were.
My folks be sending it to me. They send it to me, but I don't really get on it like that. But I be saying some stuff on it though. But now that you done said and mentioned, I'm on here and you mentioned it, I'm about to get into it and start looking into it now.
I just got on the Reddit shit. Somebody sent me a link like, boy, your ass on Reddit.
Yeah.
And then when I look on Reddit, like I see like this shit been going on, bro. Like if you type in dude name and type in S8K with that shit, like that shit pop up videos of me chumping him off on the phone.
There's hella stuff on the Reddit of you guys. That's the thing. Like that's why I feel like
partners going live, but it's like the Reddit shit. They might be goddamn. It's like they just be trying to put shit. I don't like this. That's another day, like he been saying. I don't like how they be like just piecing they shit together. They might put some shit and say some shit out the way that a nigga ain't got shit to do with on. I'm like, what the hell? Right. Like that's crazy. You feel me? Like they might put a nigga name in some shit that ain't got that a nigga don't even know nothing about for real.
I seen one time they had what I went. They think they had my live when I went live with old block J Melly.
Yeah,
you know. I remember that, but like I said, somebody sent it to me though, but I ain't never used to be on it due to the. Hello?
Yeah.
You know, I ain't used to be on it like that due to the fact though, cause shit, It was more so like, it was something I ain't wasn't into, I thought it's fake,
But that type of shit is what goes viral on Reddit with when it comes to you guys. Like, I'll keep it real with you guys, man. The thing that a lot of people I'm not saying this is your only thing, but I'm saying with the first thing that a lot of people are going to see when it comes to your name is you on a FaceTime call with O-Block, or you tap like Dirk playing your music or some shit like that. Like, shit like that circulates, and I think it brings a lot of attention to the situation. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Is that just some shit that you're doing for fun, like hopping on a live with them from O-Block, or are you like, you know what I'm saying, are you really locked in with them?
No, I'm actually I'm trying to do a feature with G Nook right now. I'm trying to lock that in. Me and Jay Melly gonna drop too soon, so no, it's genuine love though. It's
There's some
genuine love.
there's some good
It,
rappers
it,
coming up from O-Block now, like Durkee and Ike.
huh?
There's a couple. There's quite a few young up and coming rappers that are coming out of O Block and that area in Chicago now. Like, there's a guy called Durkee, Ike, Mana Ike. Like, there's a lot of artists that you could be collaborating with, and you know what I'm saying. Look, I'm just saying, like,
But
that's the
I ain't gonna lie,
sort of shit that goes viral when it comes to your name.
man, G Nook was supposed to do a little collab, but I got locked up. I was on the run for 10 months, Trap. You feel me?
Damn.
I went on the run last month. No, not last month, but last year. September 26th, 2 days after my daughter's birthday or
Damn.
whatever. So I've been on the run all the way up until like July, all the way up until July this year. And I got locked up. But when I got locked up, I caught a bond and got out. You know what I'm saying? If I knew I was gonna have to be gone for only 38 days, I would have been turned myself in and got it over with. But
Bro,
every for a reason.
keep it real with me, man. Look, this is like, I talk about a lot of history and a lot of music, a lot of drill, all that kind of shit. But bro, I don't know if I have it in me to go on the run, bro. What's going through your brain when you're like, shit, I might have to go on the run?
For me, it be on some shit like, from like, it's like you on the run, but it be depressing though, because it's like you really see who there for you, and it's like it's either gonna break you or make you, because it is like you'll lose yourself too. It's like you could still be here, but you can lose yourself in a sense, because it's like now you can't, certain things you can't do. You can't be out to try to get some money. You can't go get a job to go get some money. You know what I'm saying? You get certain things you just can't do. I couldn't even be around my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be the worst part. Can't be around your family. Your mama don't want you at her house. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? She telling you to turn yourself in, but you like, they gotta catch me, mama. So it's like, you
So,
know,
answer me this, because I'll keep it real with you, bro. Like, I make these videos, but I don't always get a chance to chop it up with someone that's been in these situations, bro. Like, when you're on the run, okay,
uh,
like, are you literally in a hideout? Like, is it like some GTA shit? Like, you're in a hideout, you can't go outside, you got to be super careful about what you do. Like, is that what life is like on the run?
uh, you say, hold on, say it again. You say like GTA?
It's like some GTA, or like it's like GTA, or like some James
It's
Bond
that,
shit. Like, you got to be real careful. You can't go outside. You know what I'm saying? You got a few stars on
right?
you.
Like I say, go back to the police. They like going on like that's what I was meaning. Like they knowing that I'm on the run, and they knowing that this is where I be at, and this is
Mm.
where I grew up at, this where his, what I'm saying, folks be at and stuff like that. So it's like shit. Like they gonna know my face. So and I do music, so
Mm.
I'm a big face with music. So they gonna look at it as like, oh, he be in this era. So that's why I say be on my trail. You feel me? Because if I go on a run, it's like I can't be where I be at, because they gonna know any spot I go to, they gonna come. Any spot they know at. So it's like, you gotta move militant. It's like your whole life change, you know.
But you
Like
said that you beat that situation, right? And that you're off paperwork, like, you're off papers now. Like,
no,
you're all
nah,
good, or you
nah,
still got a case?
no, I'm still fighting the case right now though. The one
Got
I'm
you.
on bond for a firearm charge right now though.
Mm.
But you know, it's all love. I had beat it already before though. So
Mm.
and put every hearing, you feel me, got it dismissed, and they just came back and charged me with it. So it's like, so I got my lawyer and shit. So shit, I'm straight. I'm blessed. You know.
It seems messed up, man. Because like I'm here in the UK, right? We don't really have guns like you guys have over there. They're around, but there's not many of them. But where you are, I've always found it crazy. Like, even if you got a criminal record or whatever, like, the idea that you're gonna get caught in trouble for having a gun, but you need a gun to protect yourself. In America, damn near everyone's got guns. So like, I feel like it's really unfair that it's like, you know what I'm saying, they come down on you so hard for a gun, when at the end of the day, bro, you got to protect yourself.
Right, but I don't need no gun. You feel me? I don't need to carry no gun. You feel me? Like
Bro,
You know,
when I come to America, bro, I feel like I need a gun because I swear, damn near everybody else got
for
them.
what? Who want to do something to me? Who want to? I ain't I ain't nobody trap. So it's like I don't if I gotta keep a gun, my mama always say I don't need to be there. So that's how I move. You know.
Mm. No, I feel that, man. I feel that. Well, listen, let's change gears a little bit, man. Let me ask you this: what are some artists that you want to work with in the future? Like some of your dream collaborations when it comes to the music thing.
Mm, let me see. Some dream collaborations. I really ain't got no dream collaborations like that, But I wouldn't mind working with some artists though. Like matter of fact, I got some artists on my label. Black the Menace, Caleb B. Like we got. I'm looking forward to doing something with them real soon too. You got to be on the lookout for that. So
Oh, bro, you drop a song with Caleb B, people are gonna have a lot to say about that.
right. Not that Caleb B. Nah,
Oh yeah, I was thought it was that Caleb B, bro. I was like, bro, that's the Reddit gonna go crazy on that one.
Nah, it's I say like I said earlier in the video, I signed to my little label, Bag First
Mm,
Management, and them two artists is on my label,
mm,
so they part of what I got going on, part of my management team though. So I'm looking forward to working with them two
mm.
myself though, because we got some shit in store.
That's good to hear, man. So like, who would you say like as far as your style as a rapper, like the gutter sound? Who would you say has influenced you the most as far as like, the artists that you look up to or that you maybe learned game from when it came to the music thing?
Probably I say Flodge, because I used to jam Flodge a lot. Like Camouflage, used to jam Camouflage a lot. You know what I'm saying? So like he one rapper from Savannah I picked up on. Him and Booger might to be exact though. You
Mm.
know, I feel like,
So you're trying to really bring that like homegrown Savannah sound back to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of other artists that are big from your city, they're kind of almost doing music that sounds more like it's from the other states. So it's like you're trying to bring it back to your local
original.
sound.
Yeah, my sound different. Like, I sound different. Like, even if Savannah, like, Savannah got a sound, but when it comes to like the West Savannah and like the way I'm from, my part of town where I grew up at, like we got our own sound. Like we make the best music in Savannah. You know what I'm saying? Like hands down. Like from my little partner JY, you know what I'm saying, to his name Jock Youngin. He hard too, So I got a lot of partners. My partner Lil Zip, he nice too, So so it's like we make the best music, trap,
That's lit,
Then you
man.
got
Hey,
my partner Run It Up Nutter, you know what I'm saying? Like we got a ton of people. We got my partner Mac Mall, got Caution, like we got a lot of rappers, like, we got a lot of talent too, so we got our own sound though, like, so it's
mm.
like they can't mess with us, trap.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited for what you got going on, man. I think you got a bright future, and you know what I'm saying. I feel like it's a great opportunity you got in front of you. So like, let the people know, man. What do they need to look out for when it comes to you, man? What are you dropping? Are you dropping something soon? What's
Yeah,
the next few months?
on Christmas Eve, I'm dropping a video. It's called All In. It's a single I'm about to drop off my matter of fact, I'm just gonna drop a single. It ain't even gonna go. It ain't even going on my EP. I'm just gonna drop a video on Christmas Eve. You know.
Lit, man. That sounds sick. Well, listen, let me know when that drops, man. I want to do what I can do to promote it. And, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this was a good little conversation for us to just kind of like clear the air, let people
Right.
know a little
Right.
bit more about you. But, bro, if you want to tap in anytime again and have another conversation, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see your music video, bro. And
Right.
I'm rooting for you, man. You're about to bring Savannah back.
Most def. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for having me, man. And I appreciate my manager Toto for making this happen for me.
For sure, man. I really appreciate your time, and you know what I'm saying. The Reddit's gonna love this. They're already saying they're excited for this interview. So you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's
Oh
gonna be
yeah.
sick,
Yeah.
man. People are gonna be
That's
talking.
gonna be lit. Facts. I'm ready for when you come back over this way, cause for the so we can link up and do an interview, a real sit down interview. I come to wherever you at.
Bro, I'm trying to come back. I'm gonna be back in 2024. I haven't worked out my schedule yet, but I'm trying to be in a few different cities in
Right.
2024. So I'm gonna let you know, bro. And I want to do it in person. That'd be lit.
Hell yeah, we're gonna do that though, bro. And you can meet some of the some of the guys and stuff like that.
For sure,
You
for
know.
sure, bro. I need a tour, man. I need a tour of Savannah. That's what I need.
Like you could come to it, you could come.
I'd be down, bro. I would come to Savannah, man, as long as you guys look after me. You know what I'm saying?
I promise you, man. You the president when you come down here. You hear me?
Hey, hey, listen. That'd be lit, bro. I'd love to come through, man. I'm trying to come to the cookout, all that.
All that. You facts. You know, you can do that.
Appreciate that, bro. We're gonna make that happen,
really
man.
Appreciate you though for bringing me on and everything you're doing. You know, stay doing you. You know what I'm saying? Tell them stop hating on you. You know, tell them you just got a job to do. You know, it's all for entertainment. You know.
Hey, I appreciate that, man, and I really appreciate your time. We're gonna tap in again soon, and you know what I'm saying. Everybody needs to go and subscribe, follow S8K Gudda, man.
S8K Gudda, do that.
Love, bro. All right, appreciate it, man. Chat to you soon. In a bit. There we have it. S8K Gudda interview. Hopefully, we didn't offend any of the Savannah rappers that we all enjoy and admire. But that's it, people. That's what's going on, man. Another little Savannah interview. Listen, I'm just warming up, okay? I'm just getting used to this whole interview thing. So bear with me. This is something I'm working on. This is the long-term plan. This is the vision, all right? So we're going to have more of these interviews. I want to talk to more different people. And let me know down in the comments who else you want to see me having a conversation with. They had some great ones recently. We had Durkee from O Block. We had Jump Out Black. I know, you know what I'm saying? That's not Gutter's favorite person, but I was excited to have that conversation. We had Gutter, and we've got a few more people lined up for interviews soon. So appreciate you guys. Until next one, been Trap Lil Ross, and I'm out.